Hi, this is Mimi Brown, Families on the Budget. I just wanted to come on here with a little adult talk, um, and I just wanted to bring up a couple topics. There's a lot of adults that are dealing with um, when they go to job interviews, the employers are neither not prepared or the employers are not into the person that they're interviewing. And a lot of the jobs that people are interviewing for, the employers need to be more sensitized and understand that you have a lot of adults that are moving into different fields. They're learning different techniques and they're learning that they have other qualities besides what they might have went to college for, what they might have thought that they might be doing as a regular job. So if you are in a position to hire people in your company or in your restaurant or in your supermarkets, just remember you was just like that person. You might have just came on board and you might be learning things just like they're learning things. So, you know, a respect goes a long ways. Understand people are going through transitions, and a lot of people might be in fields that they never even thought they would embark in. So, when when people are showing up to interviews, they're showing up on time. They're asking questions. They're interested in the position. You the ball is in your court as a hiree. So the questions that you ask and the answers that the person answers with, you know off the bat if they're going to be a fit or they're not going to be a fit. We're living in a time now. Don't be playing all up in people's face, and at the same time, you either know you hired somebody else for the position, or you know they're not a good fit. You are the person that's the leader. So you have a right to say, well, we will get back with you, and we hope that you find other endeavors, but we wish you well, and that way you won't be wasting people's time. And then there's one more point I want to make. A lot of people are looking for jobs, and the the job description is not completely clear. I mean, you got people that's supposed to be doing salads, and they in the dish room. I understand that you can have people doing, people multitasking and stuff like that. But when you're dealing with food and you're dealing with, different products that takes qualifications to deal with, make sure that you're putting people in the right positions of where they're supposed to be at, because just because the person that do the steaks didn't come in and here you got a janitor over there, that don't mean you put the janitor over there to do the steaks. He might have all intentions that, to really want to help out, but no, you got to get somebody that know how to, know the meat temperatures, and they know how to cook the meat. I mean, if they are, if they do dishes or if they sweep the floor, what they doing in there cooking hamburgers and dropping French fries down? That ain't multitasking. Multitasking is when you have people that is working the line that can do those same proper things, and you might have to switch them from doing chicken fingers to maybe doing French fries, from French fries to maybe onion rings. But no, ain't nobody from the dish room or nobody from the back room should be coming in there and doing no food. I'm just putting it out there because you got a lot of employers that what's going on here. I mean, if the person qualifies or have qualities that can do these things, and if you hired them to do the French fries, and even if you want to have multitask, you need to bring that up in the interview. You ain't supposed to hire them and then later on say, well, can you come over here and can you do the salmon? And by the way, can you go over here and can you prep the chicken? What if they never did that before? But people are looking for a job. They need a job. So some people might not want to tell you that they don't know how to do it. They might want to wing it. And keep in mind, food is going into our bodies. So people need to know the temperatures of food, make sure the food is cooked well and properly, and make sure that they know what they're doing. This is Mimi Brown, Families on a Budget, Adult Talk. This is for adults because, like I said, you are responsible when you are the adult handling, and here you get hired to be the hiree. So if you are not up to the challenge of being the hiree and hiring people and putting people in positions and stuff like that, then maybe you need to step down because we're talking about food that has to be properly cooked and properly prepared and properly put, in containers and, and etc. So, this is for, people that are doing the hiring in restaurants, in the hospitals, nursing homes, or wherever food is being prepared. You have to make sure that that food is being properly handled because that also can make people very sick, especially if they're eating undercooked food. Some people have a problem chewing food. Some people, have a problem with different foods that are too crunchy, all kinds of things. It could be all kinds of things that people are dealing with. But be sensitive because what if that was your family eating that food? What if that was your family eating at your restaurant? So if you was, blessed to get that position, then you got to step up to the plate, or either you might have to step down from the plate. It doesn't mean that you can't learn, but you're held accountable and responsible if these things are not carried out properly. Enjoy your evening. This is Mimi Brown, Family on a Budget, Adult Talk. Goodbye.